Hello everybody, Clive at 5 here bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary, this time another matchup, part 2 of our fake best of 3 between AcerNerchio, the blue Zerg in the top left-hand corner, versus TSLPolt, the red Terran in the bottom right-hand corner. The map looks to be this one with the temple. Why can't I remember the name of this map? It'll come to me like 6 minutes in and I'll be like, oh yeah. Tal'darim altar. Altar is the one. Not a temple, it's an altar. This does not look like a temple. Anyway. So yeah, TSLPolt, player from Korea, he probably had his biggest claim to fame by winning the 2011 GSL Super Tournament, where he just mopped the floor with MMA in the finals. He blew through a lot of big name players. Huck, I think Idro's in the tournament, of course. I don't remember if he actually. Yeah, well, I should probably not bring things up if I can't name it off the top of my head. But anyway, that's Polt's big thing. He was playing on Team Prime at the time, which is how he ended up getting the name Optimus Prime, because he did very, very well in this tournament. He no longer plays for Team Prime. He's now on Team TSL, which is Team SCV Light, which, you know, I have not really looked into this team or heard of it very much at all, actually. Fast expand for Nerchio, of course, because this is a humongous map, and there's literally no reason. Oh, interesting. Looks like Polt is going for 14cc, it probably was. So let me look. I'm curious. They actually, this Team SCV Light actually has, I mean, of course they have Protoss and Zerg players, but would you want to be a Zerg player playing for a team called Team SCV Light? I wouldn't. Seems kind of like you're alienating other players. So we are seeing a pool and a gas going down for Nerchio, so we might be seeing a speedling, hatch first speedling opening sort of thing. We'll see. We'll see. And very typical bunker opening for Polt, and oh! Able to just slightly delay the construction on that command center, but it looks like now the SCV is going to get chased off there. So just putting Polt's Expo slightly behind shouldn't be too devastating either way. Command center morphing into that orbital, and a second barracks going down, so doesn't look like we're going to see any sort of 1-1-1 tech. Yeah, I guess if you go for the command center first, you pretty much have to go for a barracks second. As your second production facility here. So anyway, close followers of my replay posting will notice that these are going up on, well, Thursday night, well, probably actually Friday morning, and that's because I have already determined, ooh, SCV going down, but not before he sees that that pool is fluttering away, meaning the speed research is underway. No drones harvesting gas. Anyway, yes, tomorrow and this weekend will be fervently dedicated to playing Fez. If you have not heard of Fez, you need to check this game out. Those Zerglings being taken care of quite handily, by the way, I should mention. Nice micro, I have to say. I think there were like maybe just 3 Marines at the time fighting against 6 Zerglings, and they managed to live. So anyway, yeah, this Fez game looks absolutely amazing. It's sort of a mock 8-bit style game. Basically a 2D platformer in a 3D world, which is a little bit difficult to envision, but if you want to actually check it out first on my channel, I will be uploading some Let's Plays basically starting tomorrow and until I complete the game 100%. So I wanted to make sure I got my StarCraft replays in for the week, and that's why I'm doing these a day early. Probably my guess is that none of you noticed the difference. So we'll just see. Looks like we're getting some stim research going down. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Wow, lots of barracks, but I don't see any tier 2 tech yet. Mining off of just 2 gas still. And it looks like Polt is just... he's content to just continue playing with these Marines, which is kind of funny to me. One of his other nicknames, I noticed this on Liquipedia, was Marauder King, which is kind of funny because, well, the barcraft that I went to not too many weeks ago was Marine King Prime. So I don't know, an Optimus Prime, if they're calling this guy Marauder King, it just seems like sort of a nickname cop-out in a way. Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, hey, Roach Warren is also down. So, it looks like, in Baneling Nest, of course. So, I'm not familiar at all with Polt's play. I had to be completely honest. I was not paying a whole lot of attention to the pro scene up until maybe 3 or 4 months ago. Zergling's moving around just to check to see if this expo is up. It is not. There is a command center under construction, which is a good start, but nothing doing with that third. Finally, Iraq's going down. This is long overdue in my personal opinion, especially if he wants medevacs to support, which I'm assuming. I mean, he has to assume that there are going to be banelings out. I think if Nerchio knows at all that Polt's going for infantry, which I'm guessing he definitely does now. He needs to know that Nerchio's going to be having banelings out, and with that many Marines, things not too good without that medevac support. Well, not only just the medevac support that's important, but positioning of making sure the Marauders are out in front to try to soak up that the baneling explosion, whatever you call that. And it looks like these units are moving around to check for Nerchio's third, but they might get pincered here because there's a bunch of banelings. Nice positioning on those Marauders, so barely any of the Marines. I don't think a single, maybe just a single Marauder went down. Nerchio lol at that, and I would too. That is pretty funny. He kind of biffed that one. And so his Zerglings had to pull back because it was Zerglings versus Marines and Banelings versus Marauders, which is the opposite of what you want. And oh no! What on earth was that? I need to type LOL to that. Wow, that was incredible. Thanks. You were. It was just like a big hug of Banelings and Zerglings, and then the Banelings all exploded. So anyway, hey, check that out, and it looks like these Zerglings might get lucky and take out many of these units. I don't think they're going to come out the actual victor. Well, actually, hey, check that out, they did. So even with the stim, they didn't quite make it, and they haven't quite bust down these rocks either, so Nerchio, fortunate in the fact that he was not able, only able to, well, first of all, he scouted. Second of all, he took out basically all of Polt's standing army. And third, he delayed the expansion. And now basically everything is on the way. The army is ferocious, twice the size that of Polt's. I don't see Polt surviving a whole lot longer. So this is going to be another one of those cases where the best of 3 might be resolved after 2 games, but we'll at least be able to see who the ultimate victor is. And man, these Zerglings doing quite well. They're at 1-1. 2-2 upgrades are on the way, and oh, more Banelings coming in, but Polt trying to stim away, and I mean, it's oh boy. Yeah, this isn't too great for Polt. I'm actually pretty surprised that Polt is looking this week. Because, I mean, 2011 wasn't that long ago. You'd think that he'd still be in okay shape from that last GSL that he totally owned. Oh man, that's lots of Zerglings. Looks like they might just be going for a... no. Trapping those Marines up against the cliff edge. But the Marines do get picked up, which is nice micro. And, oh, able to pick up that tank as well. But where... see, the question is, where can Polt drop this so that they don't... well, Polt position Zerglings, usually not a good strategy. Ooh, and trapping the Zerglings inside? No. I don't really know what his strategy is. What Nerchio is aiming for here. And once again, the Zerglings stop position. What? It's like he's doing Polt a favor. Trying to be charitable. More Zerglings in the third. Man, Polt just can't keep this third mining at all. Forcing a lift off again. Zerglings just streaming in from everywhere, and infestors are here, so with that fungal, that's pretty much going to be the end. Fungal Ling is just pretty devastating to, well, Marine tank. I mean, it's the perfect counter to Marine tank. Zerglings, what? Why? I just don't... he's just... maybe trying to be generous, trying to get to the Broodlord or something? I don't know. Or he wants the 3/3 crack... oh, that's Carapace. Oh, Carapace works for... I'm smoking crack or something right now. Okay. Or ground Carapace. Oh, yeah. Okay, there's air Carapace, ground Carapace. That's right. So maybe he just... Nerchio just wants to totally rub this one in Polt's face with a mass of Broodlords. Kind of like the Terran going for nukes or battle cruisers or something to that effect. And honestly, well, Polt, why doesn't he not? Well, I don't know. But this game's probably going to end pretty soon here. Let's just take a look at the army size. Actually not that far off, but composition-wise, whenever you mix Broodlords versus tanks, sieged tanks no less, and the Broodlords are attacking against the infantry, you're going to get that massive splash damage, which just makes it all the worse. Great fungals on that entire army, and everything's just gone now. Totally gone. There is this second army. I'm confused as to why Polt would, break his army up like that. He's pretty much suffering the way it is. And trying to block out that third. I guess now he's finally able to hold that third, but, I mean, Nerchio is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases. So, just the fact that Polt is able to secure that third is not really a major victory at this point. Because, as you'll notice, the income tells the real story. Nerchio's just totally out harvesting Polt in every way. A couple dropships moving around full of Marines, it looks like, but really it's not going to do a whole lot, and I think Nerchio scouts it. He knows it's here. Yeah, he does. Anyway, so the real battle's happening at the front of Polt's base, where there are fungals, and wow, awesome fungals at that, and Broodlords, and actually not enough Broodlords, it looks like. Polt might actually be able to focus down all the Broodlords here. And now finally that battalion of Marines moving in. Not going to get very far because, well, those Zerglings just ran past, which is odd. Instead, Nerchio's electing to use the precious infestor energy on fungaling those Marines, which is baffling, but, well, whatever. So, what's going on now? Nerchio, both players just kind of licking their wounds and rebuilding whatever they have. Hey, there's Thor. Where are these going? Oh, the remote mining and this orbital command slowly drifting northward. Oh, he's lifting off from his main, leaving this gas just to sit here. Looks like he has a decent stockpile of gas for this point in time. And, well, again, I think this is kind of one of those just matter of time sort of things. And Nerchio now moving in. Great fungals again on the infantry. Zerglings swarming in from every direction. All the tanks are gone, which is just not good. I mean, Polt should have stopped making tanks immediately once there were Broodlords out, honestly. Should have instead focused on things that counter Broodlords, like Vikings or Ghosts or something. But hey, wow, here's the Vikings. Wow. I'm actually, and Nerchio seems to be baffled by this as well, actually pushing, excuse me, pushing Nerchio back. Even though Nerchio had the superior army in terms of supply, Polt even looks like he might be able to secure, well, we don't know about secure, but he's mining successfully off of a third base. Zerglings headed in. These supply depots do absolutely nothing, and these Zerglings are pretty much going to die. So, yeah, you know, when I said that that third base was secure, I was just kidding. And Zerglings just, hey, let's run north and see what if there's a base here. And really, ouch, forcing those mules away from the mineral patches. Well, I guess. Just delaying the mules is a big hit, especially if Polt's going for basically all Marines. Oh, jeez. Oh, poor mules. More Broodlords being produced, and, well, you know, if Polt gets to a nice sort of critical mass of Vikings, and I guess the Thor helps as well. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how Nerchio lost the battle just a couple minutes ago, honestly. But we'll see how this one goes. Nerchio's still ahead in army size, and I guess maybe the thing that's helping out for Polt is that he has his army split, attacking from two directions at basically every moment, or trying to anyway. And oh no! Able to temporarily block that additional expansion, and yikes, now more SCVs might get taken down. These Zerglings are 3-3, which means that they should be entirely ferocious. And yeah, well, they made pretty quick work out of the Marines there. That's interesting. These SCVs are 3 armor, 0 weapons. Huh, do SCVs not get weapons upgrade? That's interesting. I didn't know that. Wow, a Thor out here on its own completely. That's a little bit odd. And the other thing I'm wondering is if Nerchio has Neural Parasite. Doesn't look like it. And maybe he should, because of, you know, if he can snag those Thors, which have, well, granted they only have 1/1 at this point in time, still, it can really turn the tide of the battle. And, ooh, sniping that, the medevac is a big loss. And now there's nothing to help out these Marines, and that's looking rough. The Vikings are going down as well, so now these Broodlords are basically free to attack. And why is he picking up those? Oh man, the Thor. Yeah, that Thor was going to go down anyway, so Polt does end up GGing, so that means Nerchio has this tournament 2-0. But hey, we'll watch the third game anyway, just to see what happens. How about that? Catch you guys in a sec.